You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, it is not the place that defines status of the people. Rather, it is the people that defines the status of the place. As we continue our journey of financial literacy, we're going to be looking at the topic, understanding the fundamentals of investing. Now, when we talk about investing, it should be a plus to us. We shouldn't be losing our shit. It should be something that would add value to our net worth, at the same time provide us with dividends from time to time, for us to enjoy life, for us to be generous to the others, for us to have options. So we need to understand the fundamentals. The fundamentals are the foundation of building wealth. And once we understand the foundation, then we can start to build wealth from time to time. There are 5 things I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And the number 1 thing is you must have steady inflow of income. That means it's not you have income today, you don't have tomorrow. Your business, if you're an employee, you are getting something is coming in on a monthly basis, weekly basis, fortnightly. Something is coming in quarterly as a business person, but there is steady flow of income. We've been sharing on this platform about savings, encouraging you to save, which is the next thing. Now, if you have been saving money, you would have developed the habit and the culture of putting money aside. Now, where does this come in when it comes to investment? You need to use that same habit to put money aside that you don't need. That word is so important. The money you don't need. Most people put money they need tomorrow or the next day or next week into investment. So if anything happens, they are quickly, rushing to take money out. They are saying they are losing money because it's not the money you need today. It's not the money you need tomorrow. It's not the money you need next week. It's not the money you need next year. It's money that you don't need for years. So it's putting away money for investment that you don't need. The number 3 thing you have to understand about the fundamentals of investment is long term. It's not next week. It's not 2 weeks time. It's not 1 month. It's long term. If you plant a tree, it doesn't grow tomorrow. It grows over a period of time and start giving you fruits after a period of time. The same thing if you're a family person, or you see your niece, or you are a grandparent, you just see, one of your grandchildren say, wow, this child has grown. When was he giving birth to? When was he giving birth to? Wow, look at how tall she is. Now, that didn't happen overnight. It happened over a period of time. When it comes to investing, it's not short term. It's long term. You must have a long term perspective in place. You have to understand that it's not an overnight thing. It's not next week. It's not 3 months. It's not 6 months. You must have that in mind. Very important. The number 4 thing is you must invest in what you understand. Most people are driven by quick profit. They want to quickly make money. They want to turn things around. So people give them empty promises. I'm going to turn this around quickly. Put your money here. It will happen. And because people too are greedy, they want quick results. They want to turn their money around so quickly. They put their money there, and most of the time they lose their share. They lose their money. They lose their peace. Invest in what you understand. Invest in what has a track record. Something that you can look back, in 10 years, in 15 years, in 20 years, in 25, in 30, in 50 years, in 60 years. How has this investment performed? Not just you see something that somebody calls an opportunity and you just jump in. The way you jump in is the way you will jump out if you don't understand. Most of us have made mistakes, trying one thing or another, and we got ourselves burnt. So invest in what you understand. Invest in assets, in businesses that has track records. Something that you can go back. How did this thing function over a long period of time, it gives you a kind of idea. It doesn't mean that the same thing will happen exactly, but it gives you a clue of how steady, how stable, and when growth happens. Somebody said you don't step into the same river twice, but you can learn on how the river moves, what happens, and it gives you an idea of how things flow. Lastly, investment must be a lifetime. Not that I just invested once and that's it. Because you live below your means, you've embraced the culture of savings, so you always have money to set aside that you don't need. And remember, I've shared with you in this video that we've done in time past that take the ratio of 70% of your income as your expense, 10% for generosity, 10% for savings, and 10% for investing. Now, 70% to some people is very high. They don't need 70%. They might need 40%. So those kind of people have more to give, more to save, more to invest. Some people, 70% is it, and they might need to increase their income. So a time comes that they don't even need 70, all they need is 55. So it gives you more money to be generous to others, more money to save, and more money to invest. Now, if you understand these 5 fundamentals, not only is your investment going to be profitable, you'll be at rest. Because remember, it is long term. You know what you are doing. There's track record. You know where you are putting your money. And at the same time, it is money you don't need. So it's putting money aside that you don't need that will work for you tomorrow. Remember this. We are not just meant to just be working every day. I've said time and again, the minimum time of employment is 40 years. If you've spent 40 years of your life working, then you shouldn't be struggling in your old age if you have done things properly. That's the minimum. So can you imagine you started investing when you started working? Over a period of time, compound interest will work for you. Our money is meant to work harder for us than we do for ourselves. If you have been getting value from our videos, we'd like you to consider subscribing to this channel, clicking on that like button and sharing with others. Remember, a candle does not lose its value by giving light to others. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.